Good morning everyone, it's Debbie here from Anne Fairbank. Welcome to the start of our new season deliveries. Didn't want to disappoint, so we've just had a second drop and I have put it out of the first collection, Marc Cain collection as opposed to sport, for new season. So they are sort of transitional pieces. I mean, looking at the weather the way we've had it, maybe not the wool jacket, but certainly the bits underneath I could be in work for today, have very happily and very easily. And that's how they work around. And then as they go on further into the season of deliveries, they become more autumnal in colour, in weight, and so on. So we do put it out straight away. There is an interest drawn to it straight away, and people purchase straight away, whether they wear it or not, or tuck it away to have their size and safekeeping is entirely up to you when you come to shop. But our job is to show you the pieces that have come in and explain the collection. So this is first drop. This is called Leolicious. You will see a flash of animal print underneath my jacket. That features very heavily. The colour palette, I would say, mainly is dominated by this this royal, I would call it royal blue. It's not a navy, it's a royal blue. So it has a lovely soft tone to it, and then featuring very heavily the animal print on a creamy white background. There is a lime that comes into it as well in plain, which you'll see later on. I've got Sophie to help me today show you all the pieces. I would call it like a muddy lime. It's not a sharp lime. I would call it more sort of muted in shade, but you'll see that. And there is plain, and there is the print, animal print on the lime as well. So let me just show you my pieces. I've got the classic little wool jacket here, little double-breasted wool jacket. It's not double-faced, so it's not lined with wool, and there's no lining at all. I just turned the cuff back, but actually you need to see it as it comes. It's beautifully shaped, tapers in down to the arm, down to the wrist. I just turned it back. If you wanted shortening, you're going to have it shortening. It's quite nice to have a little deep cuff on it. It feels lovely. It's got the reveres. It's very soft. It's a boxy shape, little swing jacket. Sits in nicely into the bottom at the back, and then two little pockets. They're stitched up. And generally with a soft wool jacket or coat like this, I tend to keep the pockets stitched up for neatness. As soon as they're open, they start to fall forward, and you find yourself stuffing things in pockets, and then they bulge a bit. So I personally like to keep my pockets stitched and keep them neat. So that is a lovely wool jacket. You could have that anytime you want, as soon as we get into, well, where the weather is at the minute, anytime, but certainly early autumn, beginning of September, you could have that and put that with jeans or with anything. I do think if you've got a nice coat or a nice wool jacket, just wear it. Don't be precious about colour matching. Just have it as a coat or a jacket and wear it. So that is my wool jacket. That is dry clean only, of course, and that is 449. Underneath I have a little knit. This is a little knit shell top. There are various pieces in this knit, in this print, in this fabric, which you will see as we go through the pieces. This is just a little sleeveless shell top. Nice high neck here for me, not too low. And almost, now this is the 10. I have plenty of room in this. It's not a tight knit, it's quite a loose knit. And it almost goes slightly A-line into a bit of a little peplum with a little trim at the bottom there. You can see that gives it that sort of curve, wavy aspect. That is very light, very nice to wear, perfect for under a wool jacket in the early season. There are a couple of other bits in this knit which you'll see in due course. And that is just a poly viscose. It's fully washable. That is 229. My trousers are a formal trouser. They're called wukari. You will have come across this shape before. So they are a up into the waist. They are a generous fit. They're not wide. They fit over the hips and the bottom. They fit over my hips and bottom, but then you get the width in the leg, and you can see I've put them with the heel because I've kept this quite smart. As you go into autumn, you probably have a little high heel ankle boot with those, and I don't know if you can see, but there's like a double stitching down here with a contrast stitch that is stitched in the white, so it shows in contrast to the blue. They feel really nice to wear. They are fully washable. They're that sort of what we call a travel fabric, which is a polyester, 90% polyester, 10% elastin. So you've plenty of movement in those, and the polyester gives them that nice flexibility, washability, and obviously won't crease. So that's the start of it. I've just put a little, I've kept it quite formal, quite neat with the high heel shoe, but obviously you could put that length, you could put with trainers, with a loafer, whatever you want really on your feet. All right, over to Sophie.
Good morning. So yes, as Debbie mentioned, there's a lot of animal print in this collection. So as you can imagine, I am absolutely loving it. I've actually ordered one of these because as soon as it came in, I said to Debbie, I was like, I need that. It's beautiful. So this obviously is a lovely leopard print blouse. They've named it apple, so it's in this appley green, but as Debbie said, it's more of that lime colour with that lovely royal blue leopard print going through it. It is a viscose silk blend, so it is a hand wash only. It does have a bit of elastane in it, so it has got that bit of stretch as well. Absolutely love the detail here on the buttons. As you can see, it's just got that lining going all the way down. Lovely bit of ruching on the sleeve, and it's got that lovely big cuff detail. So obviously I've got it full length, but if you wanted to, you could easily turn that bit back. Absolutely lovely shirt, and I definitely feel that I would wear this in my wardrobe with jeans like I have on here, but if I wanted to wear it to work with some nice suiting or even a nice silk skirt, I could easily do that. So I feel a blouse is a really good versatile piece that you can have in your wardrobe. So this blouse is £269. Now the trousers we have had before, they're the Fendu jeans. I have to say, normally with Marc Cain, I do find the sizing varies with Marc Cain. I feel I could be a range from an 8 to a 12 in their trousers, but these are a 10. I am a 10 and they fit me like a glove. They are really, really comfy, really, really flattering. They are a cotton and lyocell, but they do again have that little bit of elastane in it, so it gives you that lovely stretch, and these are £209. So they are in that dark denim because, as we've said before, coming into transitional periods of time and coming into the autumn, normally we tend to go a bit darker with our denim compared to in the summer we tend to go for a lighter denim. These have got that lovely turn up with the little bit of leopard print on. They're quite a straight leg jean. As you can see, I have actually got a knee-high boot on underneath, so these are fitting absolutely beautifully. But even though I've got them with a heel, you could easily wear these with a flat. So I'm also going to show you another top that you could wear with any of these pieces. Obviously it would look lovely with the jeans that I'm in, or the trousers that Debbie had on, but I'm just going to hold it up nice and close because, as you can see, as always, Marc Cain, they've got the lovely kind of 3D sparkle effect that they do with all their t-shirts. And obviously with the leopard print, you are incorporating the two main colours from the collection. You've got the lime apple green going through, and you've got the royal blue. But absolutely beautiful blouse. This is 100% cotton and it's 139. So there you have it, my looks.
Okay, so all I've done here is change my top. I'm now in this knitted fabric again, but actually this one is a little bit different because it has a proportion of, quite a high proportion of cotton in it. It has nearly 80% cotton in it, but effectively gives the same look, same knitted look as the other little shell top I took off, which was under my jacket. So I have a 3/4 sleeve, not quite full length. Not that I have extra long arms, so I think that would be 3/4 sleeve on most people. But can you see the contrast in the knit? So if you look at the front, you've got the blue on cream in the print. If you look on the back, you've got the cream on blue, and the same on the sleeve. You get the contrast with the sleeve. It's a dropped sleeve and slightly wider look in that 3/4 length. And also the little detail around the neck, just that little bit of soft ribbing there and stripy effect that gives you a sort of collar on it. I'm again in the 10 and plenty of room, so this is all nicely sized because I think the length of that is fine. I was in the 12 initially. I would automatically go to 12. I felt a bit too much in it because of the formality of it with this trouser. Maybe if I was doing it with the jean, I'd go a bit more sloppy, but I'm quite happy to do this size with this more formal tailored trouser look. So I think that's very effective. If anything, the back is slightly longer than the front, or maybe it's just my body, who knows. But that's a nice weight. That is 319, I say. And for anyone who can't wear wool, anything that is predominantly cotton and polyamide obviously is good in their wardrobe. It looks like a knitted jumper, but it's not. Over to Sophie.
So I am in full on leopard print. Obviously we like to show you the looks as you can wear them, but obviously you can mix and match all of these if you feel this is too much for you. But obviously you know me and leopard print, so I was very excited to wear this. So I am in this lovely chiffon blouse. It does come with a little cami underneath, so you don't have to worry about it being sheer at all. You do have that cover up there as well. Elasticated sleeves, as you can see, so it is full length, but I just like to ruche them up, give you that little bit of volume here. So the blouse is 229. As I said, has got the little cami. Both the blouse and the cami are 100% polyester, so they are machine washable, but lovely and flowy, really, really nice and flattering. I am in the 8, so it's fitting me lovely on the shoulders. As you can see, it's got that lovely loose flow. It's got quite a few pleats here, so you've got that extra bit of fabric and detail and movement, and it just flows and feels absolutely beautiful. And again, I could wear this with jeans or with the trousers that Debbie has on. So please mix and match it and enjoy wearing them as much as possible. Now my trousers, these are the Sydney trouser. They are 209. I am in the 10. These have 8% elastane in, so they do have have a lot of stretch in them, and they are 92% polyester. So we have had these in before. I think this style keeps coming back and back every autumn, winter. But they've got the lovely piping detail down the front. I have undone these, as you can see. Hopefully by my ankle they have the zip. So I have undone it to make it more of a flare. But if you wanted it a bit more fitted and straight, it's just that lovely little zip detail there. They are a button and zip fastening, and they do have a belt loop, so if you wanted to add a belt to that, you absolutely can. But these are just lovely and soft. You doesn't feel like you've got anything on. So another really lovely flattering outfit.